This video is going to cover all the important updates coming to Rogue Company in the near future. We'll be covering Rogue buffs and nerfs as well as perk changes. We're also going to go over everything we know about ranked so far. We're going to talk about the new Rogue fixer, and then we're going to end it up with talking about the upcoming map changes. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. If you're new to the channel, make sure to go ahead and subscribe. We're doing Rogue content every day. So let's go ahead and start by listening to the lead developer Scott and why he decided to take Bounce Back from Glitch and Tenacity from Trench.
Breaching is one of the hardest roles inside a Rogue Company, and in order for Glitch to do his job as a breacher, he has to put himself in a position where he's ultimately going to die to an explosive, especially a grenade. In our next release, Glitch will be receiving Tenacity instead of Bounce Back. We believe this will allow him to do his job way more effective. Next up is the dad of the group, Big Daddy Trench. Trench has the opposite problem from Glitch, Trench is able to be played on any map, on any mode, no matter what, and he's always going to be a top pick. Trench's strength really comes down to his passive. The ability to have 3 APSs and 3 tear gases mean that he's able to get into a position and fortify a location. What Trench doesn't need access to is Tenacity. Because he has 3 APSs that are shooting down incoming projectiles, we believe that Trench is already safe enough. With that said, in our next release, Trench will no longer have Tenacity, and instead, he will have Helping Hand.
Now, this is obviously going to be a buff for Glitch. While Bounce Back is good, being able to survive grenades is going to make Glitch even more viable. Losing Tenacity is definitely going to be a nerf for Trench. The fact that now you have to depend solely on your active protection systems to protect you against those grenades, it leaves less of a margin of error, right? Now you have to be on it. You have to make sure that you're putting those down at the right time, or somebody can sneak a grenade in there like while you're rotating or while you're not paying attention, whatever the case may be. It makes him more vulnerable for sure. The Vi buff is going to be short and sweet. Basically, Vi is going to get a slight buff to her Nightshade, body damage is going to increase slightly, and her bloom is going to be reduced. Basically means that she'll be able to shoot without losing accuracy a bit better. We will have to wait and see if this brings her in line with other rogues. Now, in some more interesting news, it looks like Headstrong has gotten the buff that people wanted. So basically, if you sit for 3 seconds, you'll be able to repair. So it's kind of similar to like having Helping Hands and resing somebody, which isn't bad. We'll see how this plays out in an actual match though when it comes into the game. So next thing on the list is everything that we know about ranked. Let's go ahead and listen to Scott talk about what he wants to do at ranked, and then let's talk about it.
Ranked Beta is our competitive game mode that's meant to put your skills, strategy, teamwork, and communication to the test. In this queue, we will prioritize matches where both teams are evenly skilled. In our next release, Ranked Beta will be played exclusively on Demolition. We're open to creating another playlist, but we want your feedback to inform that decision. What game mode do you all want to see a ranked playlist for? Anyways, back on topic. Ranked Beta features a total of 30 ranked levels, and in order to queue for Ranked Beta, you must be level 30. Cute, isn't it? All players will start at level 1 with the goal of achieving Rogue, aka level 30. The only way to rank up is by winning matches, which means that players can derank by losing matches. There are currently 2 rewards available for Ranked Beta. The first reward is a banner that is unlocked by playing 30 ranked matches. The second reward is an avatar that can only be earned by reaching the coveted level 30, aka Rogue level.
So it sounds like this ranked beta is going to be out this Wednesday with this next release. Now, it's hard to say that for sure because sometimes Hi-Rez is very finicky with their dates, but that is what people are speculating, and that's what I'm going to go with for now. I'm also excited that they actually have rewards for playing in this ranked beta. A lot of people want some type of content, something to grind for, so I'm happy that they're giving people something and not just ranked by itself. So hopefully this will keep people engaged until we get the battle pass or until we get the new rogue, more content to the game in general. The next thing we need to look at here is going to be the leaks of the new Rogue codename Fixer. We don't have a whole lot of information on them, but thanks to Rogue Code Leaks, we got a little bit of stuff to show you here. So let's go ahead and look at these screenshots. So as you see here in the red circle, you have a new rogue. We believe that to be Fixer. He kind of reminds me of like a grown Steve Urkel with a goatee. I mean, he looks cool though. Like, I want to see like the full actual figure of him, but as of now, this is what we got. We also have this image here. So in this image here, you see that he's holding a baseball bat, so we can at least assume that his weapon of choice melee wise is going to be the baseball bat. And as for one of his primaries, it looks like we have the Deadeye here, which is one of my favorite weapons in the game. If y'all don't remember, that's the 2-shot headshot. Very nasty. So we don't know what his other weapon is as of yet, but this gives us a good sneak peek into what we are in store for when we get Fixer into the game. So now let's go ahead and take a look at some of the map changes that are coming to High Castle and Canals. So starting off with High Castle, as you can see here, they kind of cleaned up this walkway. It doesn't have quite as many crates there, and they also kind of boarded off this little walkway here, this vantage point. I think they did this so that people who are attacking from that low ground area are not at such a disadvantage. Now, this is all we can see so far. They may be making other changes to it, and maybe they'll bring that out as we go forward, but as of now, this seems to be the primary change that has come to High Castle. Now let's go ahead and look at Canals. Now, even though the canal change is really small, I think it's going to have a huge impact on how this map plays. If you don't recognize this room, this is the room where people usually rush to it and they camp right on top of that little ladder place, and they watch this entry point right here, and they just camp the whole match, and it makes for such a slow, boring game. So now that they have another entry point into this place, I think that's going to make for much better gameplay. Here's a view of the inside of this room, and this is the area that I was talking about right here. So I'm happy that they made this change. Even though it's very small, I think it's going to bring a new dynamic to this map. Now, I know like most people don't like this map at all to begin with, but at least they're moving in the right direction. So I think this is good. So people, those are all the updates coming to Rogue Company in the near future. So I'm curious to hear from you. What do you think about the trench nerf, and what do you think about the glitch buff? Do you think this is going to be overall better for the game, or do you think these characters are going to be in a worse place because of the change? I'm also curious if you think the Vi buff is actually going to be enough to bring her in line. I think we all know that Vi has not been getting the playtime and the pick rate that they probably want for her. So I'm curious if the Nightshade buff is going to be enough to bring people back to Vi. Now, the new Rogue Fixer, I don't have much more to add about him, but hopefully we get more details about him soon, and I'll be letting you guys know about that immediately. But I do want to talk about the ranked beta. Do you think that the rewards for the ranked beta are worth it, and are you excited to actually have the ranked mode out? I'm super excited for it. We've been waiting for this for months, it feels like, so I'm happy that it's finally coming to fruition. I can't think of another mode that I would want in ranked except for the Wingman 2v2. Let me know down in the comments what you are thinking. Would you like to see a strikeout ranked, or would you like to see a demolition ranked? I'm curious to know what you think. And the new map changes, hopefully they add a little bit more of that to the game. I feel like there's some maps that could also be reworked a little bit as well, or at least changed up a little bit. Like Lockdown is good on paper, but I feel like that tower point is I'm not really feeling it. And Vice isn't bad. So I don't know, Lockdown, I would like to see them do something with that. But with that being said, people, if you haven't done so already, make sure to check out our 24/7 Roco Lo-Fi hip hop beat channel. It's where I sit when I'm editing videos. I talk with the community. It's usually a handful of us in here just talking. People are gambling, getting forced for the giveaways and whatnot. Come hang out, come say hello. It's just a chill little spot for Roco players to come and chill. And that's going to be it for me. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that sub button, drop a like, and we'll see you tomorrow with another video. Peace, 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 peace.